Okay, I thought this would be a fun video to do. I'm always doing my everyday carry stuff, and I understand there are a lot of people in the comment section that will say things like, oh, he's flexing, or oh, this stuff is too expensive. I completely get where you're coming from if you're not like a tech enthusiast, or if it doesn't come somewhere near your job where you don't necessarily need this stuff, but you want this stuff. You're probably looking for some options that still look, in my opinion, luxury, but are more affordable. These are things, everything you see here laid in front of you are things that actually come from my own collection. Most of these things I bought over the course of about 7 or 8 years, and it was definitely at a time where I was in the same boat. I wasn't making content professionally. I just wanted stuff that I thought looked luxury, but didn't cost a lot. So everything you see here, I set a mark for $100. It costs underneath. Most of it is well under $100, but I want to make sure that I didn't say anything that's like, oh, that was actually $106, or it was like $92. So everything you see here, most of it is around 50 bucks. But when I'm a person that likes mechanical watches, so I'm going to start with these watches over here. These are all mechanical watches. Now, if you don't know the difference between a mechanical and an automatic watch, or a quartz or a battery-operated watch, is exactly what I said. Mechanical watches do not have batteries, meaning you don't have to recharge these. You don't have to get the batteries replaced. I used to wear a lot of quartz watches, but I went away from them a long time ago. Even when I wasn't buying expensive ones, I always wanted watches that were nice and looked expensive. Personally, I love divers watches, so that's what you see with these two in front of you right now. Now, I know some people that are watch enthusiasts like to crap on this brand, but these are both Invicta watches. I'm a fan of Invicta watches. I used to buy them all the time because I was a person that I would rather buy a bunch of watches that were like 50 bucks and just get 4 for $200 instead of buying one $200 watch, because I liked to match them. So these are both Invicta 40mm dive watches that you see in front of you. And the reason that I like Invicta so much is I believe that these watches have really good build quality. I think they last really long. Both of these watches I bought like in 2018, and they cost me about $50. I'm gonna have links to all of these because some of these are still for sale. Some of these are currently unavailable, so I'll have some alternatives for you. But this is the black diver's watch. Now, if you look really closely at all of this, the build quality, the weight on this, and just the way that it overall feels, I think is really good. I think the lume, or like the glow-in-the-dark aspect of the watch, is really good. The sound, the feel, even the little details that you get on this. Now, this is like an homage to the 40mm Rolex Sea Dweller, which is like it's about a $10,000 watch. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I used to wear this all the time. I think I wore it a few times in my videos, and people thought I was wearing a Rolex. It was an Invicta. So don't crap on Invicta. This watch still runs perfectly. This watch is still great. A lot of my stuff I gave to like my younger brother and some family members, but I kept some of these, and I still really like these watches. This one is like an homage to the Rolex Pepsi, but it's not a GMT or anything like that. People thought this was a Pepsi in some of my videos back like in 2020 when I first started. But this is a diver's watch. There is a difference between it. If you want me to make a more comprehensive videos about watches, I can go into that. But like I said, these are 50 bucks, and on your wrist, I think they look really good. They look really class. They're clean, and of course, the weight, stainless steel, the material, everything about them. I'm a fan of these watches. I know, again, some of these watch enthusiasts, oh, don't get an Invicta. It's been a decade. I still have them. 50 bucks for a mechanical watch. It's a really good price. The next one here is I like to have a leather watch for certain occasions. This watch cost me $67 when I bought it. It is also an Invicta. And again, this is a mechanical. It's got a little bit of a skeleton build on it with the brown leather strap. I think this watch, again, I bought this, I can't remember exactly when I bought it, but it wasn't any time recently. Still runs perfect, still perfectly clean. I wore it a bunch, got a lot of compliments on it when I wore it. And I think that if you are looking to have like a little watch collection to start off with, these are great. Instead of getting those expensive mechanical watches, you can buy one stainless steel and one leather strap. It'll cost you around $100. And if you're walking around with these, no one cares that you're wearing a Rolex or even a two-door, or if you want to go down, we can do those mid-range ones, you know, the Tissot's and the Citizens or things like that. But if you're looking for like bang for your buck, under $100 watches, again, these are all mine. I didn't buy these just for the video. They run really well. I've always gotten compliments on them. Can't go wrong. I'm just telling you, you don't need to buy a Rolex to look good, and the only people that care that you're wearing a Rolex are other men, most of them. No one cares. You want a watch that looks good, that tells time, get the Invicta. Now, if you have a little bit more of a price range, you can get certain subtleties in the up ones. If you want me to make a video with a little bit higher of a budget, but I think under $100 for a mechanical watch that's going to run and last you a lifetime, it's a great buy. And then finally, this one's actually $10, this watch. This is a field watch with the canvas strap, and these are watches that I think are also very versatile. You can get these in a bunch of different colors. I like the olive green strap because I wear a lot of olive green and orange. Those are like 2 colors that you'll see a bunch of in my, clothes and everyday carry and stuff. $10. This is a quartz watch. It's nothing special, but it has big numbers. It tells time. Doesn't have a great lume, but it's a watch. And again, you put this on your wrist. You want to wear something that matches with it. You can buy $5, $10 watches, accessorize them, or just buy this one watch and it looks great. $10. I will have the link for all of these in the description. But this was a watch that I would wear when I'm going for something with a little bit more of a sporty look, and I think it's a great watch. They still have these on sale. They're $10, $9.99. Again, if you buy something that's clean, that is going to have a good strap, and it has a good build, you don't have to buy expensive watches in order to have something that feels and looks good on your wrist. And all these watches, to me, are prime examples. I will have some other links from some other watches in the description, but these are like my favorite 4 if you just want to have like a nice little collection to start off with. Don't let people tell you, oh, don't wear this watch or that watch. Biggest thing to tell you about watches, do they feel good on your wrist? Do they tell good time? And are they going to last you? Those watches, they tick all the boxes. Don't let people tell you, oh, don't wear this watch. Wear what you want to wear. I wore Invicta for years, and I still wear them from time to time. But since I wear an Apple Watch, I just kind of went away from wearing different watches and videos. But if you watch my videos from over the years, you'll see these watches make cameos. Next thing I wanted to talk about is the wallets. I'm a person who is a bit of a minimalist, so I don't have a lot of dad wallets. I never have at any point. I love a Magsafe wallet simply because I just love to have a wallet that you can to the back of this, and there are different kinds of wallets like that. I will have some more comprehensive wallets, but this is my favorite wallet that you can get that is Magsafe, that you don't necessarily need to wear in or on your phone. You can also wear this or just keep it in your pocket the same way. But this is from a company called Satechi. They make a lot of Apple accessories, but this is Magsafe. It will go on any phone that you want that has Magsafe on it. This is their Chinese New Year edition, but they have this in every single color. So the Satechi is great because it has an ID pocket right here that you can just keep your wallet or your license in. This way you don't have to take it out. And then also for other cards that you want to use more regularly, there's also the card slot on the outside. And then on the inside, there is another card slot that fits a couple of cards in here. I know some people more enjoy the dad wallet and things like that. I will have some decent leather wallets in the description, like I said, but I don't really wear them, so I don't want to put too many because these are some that if I was buying one, I would recommend. But a nice card holder is always great. This, if you want something that is just a little bit more minimalist or leather, this is from a company called LePelle. I think I paid like $25 for this. This one was $30, by the way. I'm sorry I didn't list the price. They all come for $30. I think the regular price is $39, but I paid $30 for it because I got it on like Prime Day. Always look for sales when it comes to things like that if you have a certain budget, especially on Amazon because the prices will do that. This is just a simple black leather wallet. Again, this is also MagSafe. You don't need to wear it on the phone, but I love to have the option that sometimes I don't have pockets and I can just slip it on here and hold a couple of cards. Now, these are cheaper wallets, so sometimes the magnets aren't great. This wallet has a good magnet as well as this one. I haven't had any issues with them. That's something that you really want to make sure when you're buying a MagSafe. You don't want it to be a wallet that's going to fall or make it come off your phone because the last thing you want is to lose your wallet and be searching around for it. This is the only one that isn't a MagSafe. I found this on sale as well from Ridge. If you guys don't know, I have a couple of Ridge wallets. I'm a person who really likes to match, so I always keep like different colors depending on what I'm doing. But this is the MKBHD version of the matte black, all black everything. You can also get this without his etching on it, but like I said, I try to find sales, and when I do, if there's something that I like and I have a little bit extra in the budget, I will just get like a wallet. And that's how I kind of try to build things. Is I don't just buy it willy-nilly. Who the hell says willy-nilly in 2025? I'm old, whatever. I will try to find it on sale and go, oh, I was looking for a red wallet or an orange wallet. And that's a good way to build things like when you're trying to build a collection of things, which is kind of how I do it, or you can just have one black versatile wallet. But this one is not MagSafe. Ridge wallet MagSafes are really expensive, and the ones that aren't are not. But this fits up to 12 cards. It's really good quality. The build on this, it'll last you a lifetime. And if you have some extra cash or something, there's also a money loop in the front. You can also buy an additional money clip, but I didn't. And you can also buy an AirTag holder, which costs like $25, but I also didn't. I just wear it like this. Fits all your cards, fits right in your pocket, and that's what you want. I know the new thing, and I've always been this way. I call it the dad wallet. I don't like to have a wallet where you can see like it's sticking out, and it's, you know, that's like the old school. It's kind of like dad keys, when dad used to have like 48 keys like a janitor. Also wasn't a thing that I like to use at all. And then finally, I have a couple of bags. Unfortunately, a lot of my sling bags, which I'm a big fan of, I gave them away, like I said, my bro, my family, I give them stuff if I'm not just going to throw it out or just have it sitting there collecting dust. So I tend to either Goodwill, gift, or give away stuff to people. But this is one of my favorite sling bags that I had for a while. That, unfortunately, they don't sell this anymore, but they do have a different, slightly larger version that's on the Nike website as well as Amazon. But this is a Jumpman PSG sling bag. Now, I'm not necessarily a PSG fan, but I love the colorway on this. And I'm a person who always wore my slings like over my shoulder like this. I have definitely worn this in some of my videos. This bag I bought years ago, but I love it. It's still, again, very long lasting. It's canvas. This bag costs 30 bucks. But I think it's really sharp with the color. You can even just get a regular Jansport or something like that. But canvas is always a good thing. I also had a leather one. I loved this bag and I gave it away. But I wasn't going to wear it, like I said. So I hope, you know who has it, little family. I hope you enjoy that bag. But I had this leather, I'm going to put a picture up on the screen. I had this leather sling. It was the roomiest. They still sell it on Amazon for like 30 bucks. The roomiest, most pocket, best quality, cheap leather bag that I could get. It was just all black, no logos on it, no nothing. And I used to go to the movies with like, you know, candy and stuff or whatever. You could fit everything in that sling. It's a really good sling. So if you're looking for like a leather sling, they have different sizes, but the large one, it carries a ton of stuff. Like I would wear that today to fit all my camera equipment and stuff, which is amazing, unbelievable. Also, these bags I see are really popular on TikTok from like certain brand companies, but you can buy the off brands that are exact same bags. I bought this off Amazon. I'm not going to name specific companies here. I'll put the link in the description again to this specific bag, but this bag's like 30 bucks and they're selling these on TikTok for like 100 bucks. This bag will fit like literally, there's 47,000 pockets in this bag. I could sit here and just open up zippers and pockets for the next like 5 minutes if I can ever find them. But you can fit freaking everything that you want in this bag, and it is 30 bucks. It hasn't broken. It has straps. You can go hiking with this thing. You can just wear it if you want to put a laptop in that bag, but whatever you want to. I think this is a really versatile canvas bag. Another backpack, if you're trying to build a collection, or if you just want one or the other, you can get this bag that I have here, but it still was in perfect condition. I hope they took care of the damn thing. But it still worked really well. And if you want something that seems a little bit more class, like maybe you're a little more dressier of a person, you can get a brown leather or a black leather bag for 30 bucks and call it. But this is just some of the stuff. I didn't want to make a long ass video on this. If there's more of a demand for like cheaper things, if you want like really cheap things, you're going to start sacrificing quality and things that aren't necessarily going to last. So if you're going to try to buy like a $20 mechanical watch, like I wouldn't buy it. I would just save up and get. That's why I tried to go with something that was, you know, not like super cheap, but still good quality. And this is the stuff that I personally have and wore. I didn't buy anything for this video. This is all stuff that I have and still use on certain occasions. When I try to build collections by just buying cheaper stuff like this. That's like good quality. And all of this stuff was. If there's any other type of stuff, like everyday carry type of stuff that people are interested in, I don't want to just show what I have. I also like giving suggestions on things that I do have. The other thing I have here is this catch-all tray. Catch-all trays are super popular, so people don't lose their stuff. I personally think that like they're cool, but I'm not paying a crap ton of money for catch-alls. And I have seen catch-alls that are like $200, $100. This is 20 bucks. All right. This is from a company called NORDIK. I also have desk mats from NORDIK that are really good. Actually, there's one on my desk over there. I'm not joking with you. I still use them till this day. But this costs 20 bucks. It's leather. It's good quality. And if you don't know what a catch-all tray is, it's like when you come home from work and you want to just have your stuff all like, you know, so you make sure you don't lose it. I always have a catch-all tray for that reason. I put my keys and everything that like I use. I put it in my catch-all tray. I put my bag next to it, make sure that I'm not looking around my house for anything. I'm just very meticulous and I try to be as organized as possible because the last thing you want is when you need to go somewhere and you're in a rush and you can't find your stuff. So you get a $20 catch-all tray, put it on your nightstand, or you put it in front of your door, and this way you won't lose it. I'm not trying to sit here like I'm some sort of style or fashion icon. These are all merely suggestions. If anyone has something that they kind of want me to, there are other things in everyday carry, but I wanted to focus on wallets, bags, and watches, because I feel like most people will have at least wallets and watches. For the boys. Girls, ladies, I can't help you. I'm not a stylist. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have more suggestions, drop them in the comment section, man. I appreciate y'all for watching.